so we're in good shape. Oh, goody, I have a lot more to give you. I want to get you clear on some of these words before I give y'all some hits. I gotta go to church. You gotta go to church? You gotta go to Go down to the queen. Let me just give you one last thing before we close. Turn to possession of 9/10 law rule. You've already shown them this?
No, they ain't got possession.
Possession, it says possession.
We just argued in court last week.
Possession is 9/10 of the law rule. And that's what it says. The whole phrase is written out. Possession is 9/10 of the law. This is what you guys are going to have to get clearer on, because you were asking earlier, how do you go about getting out of this nonsense?
Yeah.
First of all, you got to get clear. Hopefully today you're getting clearer. Now this brother's going to keep over the weeks giving you specifics and details. Now that you're clear, the specifics will start making sense. So, what you need to know is that the claimant, which is you, must succeed by the strength of your own title and not by the weakness of your antagonist. You can't go in there with what's wrong with everything about that. You got to go in there with what's right all about you. Now, I gave you these other outs because right now you don't know all what's right about you. So I gave you some weaknesses with what's wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Now, in order to understand what they're saying, you need to look up the word title, because you got to go in by the strength of your own title. That's where a lot of us are screwed up. We don't have any kind of titles in order. The claimant must succeed by the strength of their own title, T-I-T-L-E, not by the weakness of their antagonist. The cop is your antagonist. The district attorney is your antagonist. When you're standing in there before God, because that's the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance definition of God is judge. When you're standing before God, you need to stand there based on your own freaking title. Somebody's a title?
Yeah.
Read that to me, because I don't have it in front of me yet.
Style or designation. A distinctive appellation, the name by which anything is known. Thus, in the law of person, a title is denoting the social rank of the person bearing it, as duke or count.
A title is appellation of dignity or distinction. A name denoting the social rank of the person bearing it, as duke or count.
Perfect. This is the problem with your title. Negro is not a title for you. Originally, they came here calling us American. And then over time, you want to try to get back to really our Moroccan. So this is Morocco. And bring that dictionary. I wanted to show them in the dictionary so they could get it. But over time, they started calling us colored. Oh, you're right. It was Indians first. You're right. Thank you. My bad. After that, they started calling us Indians. Was it natives first or Indians first? Okay, well, we know it was something like that. I don't know what order. The word native means slave or servant. I'm going to show you that. You don't want to be that. Indians comes from the Greek word indio and indigo, which means dark or few schools in color. That is you. But it's really not Indian. That's really me and my sister figured out. We haven't found it, and we will. One thing about me and her, talk about my eyes. Whenever we figure something out, we eventually find the proof to it. We figured out that this really is a contraction for indigogians. Indigo. You know, and they just cut out this part right here. And we figured it's indigogians. But they took it from Americans to Indians to natives to colored, I think.
Yes.
To Negroes. To black, then to black Americans. Then Afro-Americans.
Yeah, Afro people are black.
Are you sure? I don't think so. I think it went from black Americans to Afro-Americans to African-Americans. I think it was in that order. I think this was the order. But even if it's not, these are the wrong titles. That's the possession of the 9/10 rule problem. Because of these titles, we are possession. We're going to have to get clear on the appropriate titles. Names are not something we should have. The word name means Christian appellation. The IDs and everything say that. Now again, if you're trying to get what you got to get, the freaking application says name, put one there for them. But when you're trying to fight your battles, you need to come with something a little different. And we'll get into some of that. But names are Christian appellations. Unless you're a Christian, you have no name. But you do have, and you can go into title. Me and my sister prefer style. So those of you that are going to create your own IDs and things, where it says name, you should put style. But for now, use whatever it is you need to use to do what you have to do, but be clear on what it is. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Know what you're saying and why you're saying it. Turn to style in the Black Law Dictionary. And if you turn the name in a regular dictionary, it'll tell you it's a Christian name, Christian appellation with a surname, family surname. Under name, that's in a regular dictionary. But style, and it might say that under name in the Black Law Dictionary. I don't remember because I don't have the book in front of me. But did somebody get the style?
A verb to call, name, or entitle one as a noun, the entitled, the title, or appellation of a person.
Right. See, as a verb, it's a name. Is that what it says?
Yes.
But as a noun, it's an appellation of a person or a title. Your titles are wrong. Your titles are all wrong. Your IGs say these kinds of things. A lot of our people say they are these kinds of things. They claim to be these kinds of things. And when we come in tomorrow, I want you to have looked up native and native boost, which is spelled N-A-T-I-V like Victor U-S. For those of you that have the Black Law Dictionary.
Go again.
N-A-T-I-V like Victor U-S, native boost. I want you to have looked up colored and colorable
This is the law.
in Black Law.
Okay.
This is where the problem first started. This is when we really got messed up. We were okay here as Americans, and we were okay here as Indian or Indigogian. Once we became native, problem. Colored, problem. And everything since then is a problem. And like I was saying before I got distracted, Negroes is no grows. No grows. And remember I told you L and R are the same letter? That's also no. That means you have no light. And as a superconductor, you're all light. You're walking energy, frequency, sound, and color. You are power. People are like, well, how do I get the power? And where's the power? So I know I have power. And I tell them, you don't have power. You are power. You are a walking light. And every melanated person on this